makes me want to have a bowl. Let me drive on because there was more seizures. Oh, God. Ugh. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really sorry. Like, I should have put a disclaimer or a warning, you know, fucking trigger warning up at the start of the show that this might piss some people off. Like, but again, above in Dublin Airport, there was almost over €500,000 worth of cannabis seized. This was €600,000 worth of cannabis being seized above there with the help of drug dog Holly. So drug dog Holly helped out above there in Dublin Airport, and yeah, what a waste of feckin' time. Drug dog Holly, actually, that's drug dog Enzo who's up on screen there. I'll get drug dog Holly up on screen because drug dog Holly looks like a lovely old dog. I love me dogs, in fairness, like, and yeah, I think drug dog Holly deserves to retire like the many other drug dogs over in America. She's doing us a disservice here. Dogs are supposed to be man's best friend. And how can you be man's best friend when you're taking away the source of people's relief from their pain? You know, so sorry, Holly. I really do hope that your human handlers will let you retire someday, and that the harms you do to our community will soon be brought to an end. So and pictured there beforehand actually was drug dog Enzo, with a drug dog Enzo was found. What did drug dog Enzo find? Drug dog Enzo helped find. Oh yes, drug dog Enzo helped find this next one. This one. 2 men arrested in separate seizures of cannabis worth a total of €1.5 million. So this was with the aid there of drug dog Enzo. So again, drug dog Enzo there helping out the cops above and sniffing this one out. So a 40-year-old man has been arrested after the cannabis was seized in a warehouse in North Dublin on Friday. So this happened on Friday evening as part of a multi-agency operation which was conducted by the Garda National Drugs and Organised Crime Bureau and Revenue's Customs Service as part of an ongoing investigation targeting people to be suspected to be involved in organised crime. A warehouse in Glasnevin was searched as part of the operation, and more than 71 kilos of herbal cannabis was seized with an estimated value of €1.43 million. So the man was arrested in relation to the drug trafficking offences and is currently detained under Section 2 of the Criminal Drug Trafficking Act at the Blanchardstown Garda Station, and he can be held there then for up to 7 days, interestingly enough. Yeah, 7 days. But if you murder somebody, and if you're a suspect in a murder crime, 2 days, I believe. How long? Yeah, I think it's like fucking 2 days. Like, how long can Gardaí hold a murder suspect? Just curious. I believe it's like for fucking 2 days. Reflecting the current law, it will allow Gardaí to detain suspects for up to 24 hours for serious offences, and up to 168 hours for certain offences listed in Schedule 5s. And these include offences linked to organised crime and drug trafficking. So let's have a look at these Schedule 5 offences. Schedule 5 offences, because I'm just curious of this one now. Like, you know, you could be held for 5 days for drugs, but Section 5 offences. So terrorist acts, basically, like, yeah, so that's it, like, yeah, terrorist acts. So if you're a suspect in a murder case, like, about 24 hours is all the cops can really hold you for. But if you get caught with some cannabis, like, it's 7 days the boys can keep you in there for. That's gas, isn't it? Who do you think that it's more beneficial to be catching? Like, is it a murder suspect, or is it a guy who's trying to bring in some fucking health and happiness to people? I think that's what I'm going to start calling cannabis, health and happiness, because that's what it brings to many fucking people. There's a very, very small proportion of people who use cannabis where it's detrimental to their lives. I'd imagine 99% of people who use cannabis, it brings them health and happiness. So again, €1.5 million worth of cannabis is going to be destroyed here when we could be generating taxes on it. We look across to America, like, and we look at places like Colorado and California, and all of the taxes that they're generating off of this, it's going to their schools, hospitals, and their roads. I'm sure Ireland could be fixing many of the fucking potholes we've out there, destroying our bloody cars at the moment, rather than pumping money into a failed war on drugs. Like, the boys are going to be looking for more money next year. Like, you come the budget session, watch. I guarantee you, come budget 2021, the boys in the Justice Department are going to be looking for an old bump up in the numbers. Like, When it should be the opposite, like, you know, it should be, look, we're fucking taking away the Misuse of Drugs Act. You don't need to target drug users or drug dealing anymore, because the government is going to supply the drugs, the community is going to supply the drugs now to the people who use them, and it's not a criminal thing anymore. So now you can, look, keep the budget what you have. We're not going to give you a raise in your budget, but the same 3 billion you got last year, you can have that again this year, and you gotta fucking do better with it this year, because now you don't have to target drugs, like, and that is taking up, I would imagine, I don't know, would you think that 30% of the time is how much was wasted by Gardaí on drugs, or would you say it's more? I would say 30%, maybe 40% of Gardaí's time is dealing with cases that involve drugs in some shape or form, whether it be drug dealing, organised crime, gangs dealing drugs, or just fucking drug users stopping and searching them at the side of the road. I would imagine a lot of Gardaí time is wasted on them. And, you know, I'm not including the time there in just patrolling, you know. When they're out on patrol, they're out patrolling. But a lot of the time when they're out patrolling, what are they patrolling for? Somebody with drugs. The young fella in the hoodie. Do you know? So when the Guard is actually doing some work, like, it's focusing on drugs. So I would say like a good close to 30-40% there being wasted. Imagine if we could take that away. Imagine how efficient our Gardaí could be if like 30-40% of their workload was now removed. Why don't they want this? Like, and in fairness, like, the guards who were above there at the weekend actually did want this. They supported us. They said, look, we support this. This is great. We want to see more of this, in fact. So well done to those guards. I wish they could speak up. Like, if anyone want to come on on to Martin's World anonymously, get in touch with me. We can arrange that. It makes me want to have a bowl.